Hello. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Stacy Rapp. I am your Presidential Diamond Upline, your leader. And I am here to just talk about what you can be doing in your first few days, in your first month or so, and how these tips will actually carry out throughout your whole business. The great thing about this business, you guys, is how simple it is. And the work is simple. We do the same work over and over again to get to each rank. So yeah, and you guys, anybody can be successful at this. You can be as successful as you want to be. It just all starts with you and when you decide. So if you are ready and you decide that you are ready to do this, you can be as successful as you want by just these simple tips that I'm giving you today. You guys, I swear it is that simple. So get your notes ready, write down some notes, and I am recording this. So if you miss some things, don't feel like you're gonna miss it completely. It is recorded and it will be posted on the team page tonight or tomorrow morning. So yeah. Okay, so how many of you guys can walk into your work right now and be like, hey, I'm working hard, I'm awesome, I help you out, I would like a $5,000 raise. Probably not going to happen, right? That's just not how it goes. But the great thing about this company is that your work ethic determines your paycheck. So as much as you work, as hard as you work, then that's going to determine your paycheck. And if you want a comment in your paycheck, it can absolutely happen this month. It can 1000% happen this month. It just depends on you and your work. And I want you guys to know that you do not have to know everything in this business to really be successful and to get started. You can earn as you learn, and that's what I want you guys to know. I want you to learn as you go, because there's no possible way that you are going to know every possible thing about the product, about the business, about each, like what you need to be doing, all those things, like what you need to be saying to your potentials. You will not know all of that. And if you're waiting to know all of that, then you're going to be waiting for a really long time, because you will learn as you grow. As you start earning money, you're going to be learning. I'm still learning, and I've been in for 5 years. So just remember that. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. It does not matter how much you know. What matters is how much you work and put the action into this every single day. All right? So just remember that. The best way to do this, guys, is to just do. Is to learn and fail forward. You're going to probably make lots of mistakes, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you learn, okay? So don't be afraid. All right, so the first steps in getting started, you guys, who is going to join you? We get paid to sign loyal customers, to sign distributors, and to teach our team how to do the same. And it just goes on and on. So it's the same thing over and over again. We get paid to sign loyal customers, we get paid to sign distributors, and we get paid to help our team sign loyal customers and sign distributors. And all of that. It all just starts with your hundreds list. So this is a huge part of it. When you first get started, you've got to have a hundreds list. Okay, so who are you going to message, you guys? And I don't want the number 100 to overwhelm you, because if all you can do right now is start with 30 people, and I know what you're thinking, I don't know 100 people. I have no idea who I can be messaging right now. I promise you that as you write names down, more people will come into mind that you can add to your list. So if 100 overwhelms you guys, just start with 30. Do not prejudge anybody. The people who I thought wanted this or actually could do this business and be successful were the ones who were hesitant and said, you know what, I'm not ready for this. It's not what I want to do, you know. But then the people who I never thought would want to join me or want to use these products were my first customers and my first distributors. So do not ever prejudge somebody, ever. Now the first the first thing. So if you're sick and you are out of chicken noodle soup and you're out of cough drops, you're out of medicine, who are you going to call? So I want you to write down those few people who you would call. Or if you found out that you're pregnant, who are the first few people that you would tell? These are the first people that you're going to message you and that you're going to message. And why is this? It's because they are your friends and your family. And nobody wants to be sold to. Okay, nobody wants a scripted message sent to them, especially if you don't know them. But even if you do know them, they don't want that. They don't want to feel obligated that they have to buy from you just to buy from you. But what people want to do is they want to help other people. So if you approach it in that way, and if they are your friends and family, and you would be more than willing to help them in any situation, then chances are that they will be willing to help you. So I want you to start writing these people down. Who are those few people that you would send messages to if you were pregnant or if you were really sick and you needed some help? I'm going to get my kids out of here. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so start writing these people down. If you're pregnant, if you're sick, who would you call? Also, remember this acronym. Write this down. Frank, F-R-A-N-K. These are the people that you are going to be writing down in your hundreds list. Now, keep in mind, as you go into this business, as you start, doing all these things that I'm going to teach you, you will start to notice that you're writing a lot of people's names down, and then suddenly people will come to mind that who you didn't write down in the first place. So Frank, the F is friends. So write down all your friends' names. I mean, your close friends. R is relatives. So your family, your blood-related family, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your sister-in-law, your mother-in-law, all those people, write those names down as well. The A is for acquaintances. So let's say your hairstylist, that's an acquaintance. That's somebody that you run into maybe every few months, but you're loyal to her. Reach out to her. Maybe your dental hygienist, reach out to her. Or him, any of these people, any of your acquaintances, maybe at the grocery store, the nail salon, all these people, you've got all of these connections that you can be writing down. And again, just because you write them down does not mean that you have to message them. Obviously you should, but just write them down. This is the first step, to just write them down. Okay, do not be scared to write a name on a paper, all right? Okay, so friends, relatives, acquaintances. The N is neighbors. I don't know who is unmuted. Neighbors. So whether you like your neighbors right now, if you go outside, who are your neighbors? Go introduce yourself. Maybe you've talked to them, waved to them, said hi, or maybe it's your old neighbors. Maybe if you lived in a home or an apartment prior, who were your neighbors there? Go back to your childhood. Who were your neighbors? Think of those people. And then the K is for kids. Now, obviously, I don't mean go reach out to kids. This is an 18-year-old business and up. But think of like your kids, your friends' parents, you think of your kid, if they're in sports, other soccer moms, other baseball moms, whatever sport it is that you guys play, your kids play, your kids' teachers. Who do you know that has kids? If you don't have any kids, who do you know that has kids? Old friends, when you're growing up. I have a couple customers who I went to elementary school with back in Pittsburgh, and they're my customers because we were friends on Facebook, and I was able to connect with them that way. So Frank, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids. I want you to write all of these names down, Okay, this is your hundreds list, and this is how you're building it. It can be a plain sheet of paper. There's also a document in eSuite, which I'm actually going to screen share in a second how to find some documents. But there's a document in eSuite called hundreds list, and you can print that out and write them on there, or it can just be a plain sheet of paper. Do not, keep it simple, guys. Okay, so this is what you're going to message them. This is a very good first message that you're going to send to your friends and family, your acquaintances, people that you know. These are your warm messages, everyone that you put on your hundreds list. This is a message that you are going to send. Again, it's recorded, so if you miss anything, you can watch it back. Hey, Mom! Hey, girl, how are you? Catch up a little bit. I miss you. How are the kids? You know, what's going on? How's work? All that stuff. I'm going to lock my door. Hold on, guys. I know they're going to find a way in here. Okay. So, hey, how are you? How are the kids doing? I hope you're doing well. Look, I've got some super exciting news. I just started my own business with It Works. And since you're someone that I really trust, I would love for you to try out these products with me and give me your honest opinion. They are all natural, and there's a couple different ones that I want us to try. Would you be open to doing it with me? The great thing about that, you guys, is that they're doing it with you. You're brand new. You're going to want to be a product of the product as well. So why not just join in a 90-day challenge with somebody? Mason? I swear, my children, I love them, but I can't stand them sometimes. So when you're doing it with you, you're new, okay? So have them try it with you. And when you say this, you guys, you got to try the product too. Now, obviously, when you get your first 4, your first 5, you'll get some product credit to get free product. But if you can start using the products right away, then 1000% use the products. And again, you guys, this should not sound like a scripted message, especially to somebody that you know. If you know them and they know how you are, but you're sending a message that I would send and you're nothing like me, make sure that you are mixing up the words, adding in a little bit of you, and making it personal. Okay, so they're going to respond. Obviously, they're your friend. There's somebody you know. They're going to respond to you. So if they're saying, yeah, let's do it, that sounds awesome, this is what you're going to say. Yay, this is going to be so much fun. Again, they are all natural products, so tell me which ones you sound interested in, and I'll give you my discount. I have a few spots left for hair, skin, nails, the 2-day cleanse, thermal fight, keto coffee. Name a few products, maybe that you love, just 5. I would recommend naming off 5 products and just giving a quick thing. Hair, skin, nail for hair growth, the 2-day cleanse, just clean you out. Thermal fight helps with burning calories. The wraps help tighten and tone, and Confianza is for stress. Which one sounds best? Now, I want you guys to know that you end every response in a question. You want a question at the end of every response so they have something to message you back from, okay? So give them a few choices. Now, if somebody cannot afford it, if, you know, they're like, you know what, I'd love to help you, but I just can't afford it. You guys, people are going to say no to you right away. That's okay. It's a business. People are going to say no. So if they say, no, you know, I can't really afford it, this is a perfect segue to go into the business and offer the business for them. And again, even if they say no right away, you guys, you planted that seed, okay? So this is what I'd say if somebody says they couldn't afford it. Well, have you ever thought about doing what I do to make some extra money? Quick and easy, right? Super simple. You could just say, well, would you be open for more info on what I do to make money from home? Something so simple like that. Just ask them, okay? And most people will say, well, what do you do? Because you're so new, they don't really know what you do. They haven't seen your posts, things like that. So this is what I would say, being brand new, if they ask me, well, what do you do? I would say, I work from home mainly through social media, and I get paid to share products and help the company get customers and build a team. What would an extra $500 do for you? Again, end in a question, and I love this question. What would an extra $500 do for you? Because they're probably thinking like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. You know, through social media, I already have a job. I'm busy. They're thinking of these things, but then they start thinking of what they can do for $500. Oh my gosh. Okay. That could pay like half of my mortgage. That could pay for groceries and gas. That could pay for daycare. That could pay for my nails and hair. Those types of things. They're going to start thinking of what $500 could really do for them. And if they say no thanks to this opportunity, this is when you can ask for a referral or go into the host to post. So I'll talk about that a little bit later, but a host to post is just a post that you ask somebody to put on their timeline, on their Facebook or their Instagram for referrals, for their Facebook and their friends to see it, for you to get even more potentials and more interaction.
I can't do this.
So does that make sense? Okay, I know I'm going fast. Again, this is recorded, so you can always go back, but I just want to get all this information in for you guys. Okay, so these are just some first messages that you can send out to that hundreds list, you guys. The first goal is to get those 4 loyal customers. Right now, you want to get 5 loyal customers in your first 30 days to get the $150 shopping spree, which means you can order product, apparel, anything on the website. Now, in order to get the 150, you do have to sign your first loyal customer in your first 72 hours. Okay, so if you just get 4 in your first 30 days, you miss out on the 150, that's okay. You will still get $100 worth of free stuff as well. So that's our first goal, you guys. So this hundreds list, even if you are like, oh yeah, I know 10 people, I have 10 people, you message all 10 and only 1 signs, that means that your average is you have to message 10 people for every 1 to sign. So if you want to sign 5 loyal customers in your first 30 days, you're going to have to message 50 people in your first 30 days for you to get that $150 shopping spree. Okay, so this is our first goal. You cannot skip this step, you guys. You have to start somewhere. No matter how scary it may seem, you have to start here. Okay, now the next thing that you need, again, I'm gonna shut my door 1 sec. Clean it up. All right, sorry. Okay, so the next thing that is super, super important, and again, this is something that you want to do when you first start, but it's also something you want to do every single day from here on out to build your business. I swear, you guys, if you are super busy and all you had was 1 to 2 hours a day, but you did this next step every single day in those 1 to 2 hours, your business will grow and you will get to wherever you want to go. And it's the fabulous 6 list. 6 list. Okay, you guys see these all the time. I'm posting them on the team page. They are just 6 things that you can do every day to build your business. Okay, so there's 6 basic ones that I'm just going to go over. Sometimes I'll add a little different one here and there, but there's 6 main ones, and I'm sure you've seen. I'm sure you've seen the same ones on my 6 list when I post them. So these are like non-negotiable, something that I do every single day to build my business. And again, this is something that you have to do every single day to build your business. And if you are not signing people, if you are not putting loyal customers and you're not putting distributors in the system, it tells me that you are not doing the 6 list. Because if you're doing them and you're following what we say, you will sign people. It is that simple. So the first thing that you want to do every single day is post. You've got to post daily. The second thing is message brand new people. Every day you've got to message brand new people. The third thing is following up with people who didn't respond, who didn't purchase. You've got to follow up every day. The fourth thing is expand your network, adding friends on social media, on Facebook, following people on Instagram. If that means you're at the grocery store, you hand the cashier a Blitz card, you think she's super sweet, she's super nice, give her a Blitz card. Just simply hand it to her. Have her add you on Facebook so you can follow up with her that way. So post, message, follow up, expand your network. The fifth one is engage on social media. This is building relationships. And this is a relationship business. And if you do not think that you have to create some sort of relationship and some sort of engagement with people, then you are so wrong. This is a relationship business. And people will buy your product. Random strangers will probably buy your product. It happens all the time for me. However, most people buy you. And if you are showing the work every day and you're being yourself and you're being genuine and you're building those relationships and you're asking people how they're actually doing, how the kids are doing, all of that stuff, they're going to want to buy from you because they appreciate you and your work. Okay. And I just want you guys to know that I don't know if you've ever heard the word algorithm, but there's an algorithm on both Instagram and Facebook. And only about 12% of your friends are seeing your stuff. Only about 12%. But if you are interacting with everyone on your social media, this is telling Facebook that they're important to you and that they're going to start showing them your stuff and vice versa. So interacting is very, very important. And the sixth thing, every single day, non-negotiable, is self-development. I know you guys hear me talk about it all the time, but you've got to improve yourself, improve your mental state. This could be Zooms. This is right here. You're learning, you're growing, you're getting motivated, whatever it is. You can go on YouTube and search for a bunch of different It Works trainings. Positive affirmations. I know there's a bunch of apps that give you those. Read the Bible. You can listen to sermons. You can read books. You can listen to audibles, all of these things. And I want you guys to also know that when you start a business, basically, no matter if you start or you're in it forever, 20% of your success, only 20% of your success comes from these mechanics. So these things I'm teaching you, the 6 list, the posting, the interacting, the messaging, all those things, that's only 20% of your business. 80% of your success. 80% of your success is right here. It is your mental state. It is so crazy what happens when you finally start doing that self-development and growing your mind and growing yourself, how little those no's are to you anymore. You're gonna get no's every single day. And if your mind isn't strong, if you're not growing it and constantly telling yourself like this work will pay off and my seeds will be bloomed, like they will come to me, these distributors, these customers, they will sign with my work. If you're not truly believing that, then when somebody says no, you're probably going to avoid messaging even more. I've been there. I've been there where I've gotten no's after no after no, and I just didn't even want to message anymore because I was so tired of getting denied. I was so tired of that. But at the same time, if you do not message, you're never going to get a yes. That's always going to be a no. So you've got to keep messaging, and even with those no's. And when you have that self-development, again, growing your mind, the no's are going to mean nothing to you. You're going to be like, okay, on to the next. No worries. You just move on. That's just the way that it goes. So you have to, every single day, you've got to grow your mind. You've got to watch videos. You've got to listen to Tony Robbins. I mean, he's awesome. Read a book, whatever you have time for. On the way to work, you guys, I know you listen to music. You can totally put on an Audible or put on a video that's 10, 15, 20 minutes long on YouTube and listen to that on your drive to work. And I guarantee you, it will make your day at work, at the job that you don't want to be at, so much better. All right. So you guys, if you have any questions or anything, please put them in the chat. I promise to go over them after I give you all this info. Okay, so the 6th list, I'm going to kind of break these down a little bit more. The first one is posting. So let's talk about social media a little bit. Messaging and posting actually kind of go hand in hand. If you message someone, chances are the first thing that they're going to do is go to your page, check it out, and they're going to kind of see what it's about. And if your posts are super, super salesy, I'm going to show you an example. If you're not posting at all, or if all they see is you sharing a bunch of memes, a bunch of videos, or if they see a page like this, I'll show you, they are not going to want to purchase from you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's an Instagram example of what not to post, okay? So you see these posts, it's like text with black, bling, and green. I can't speak. If you really want to change your life, you'll find $99 to get started. That's 1000% true. However, it's a super salesy picture, right? And not to mention she's got a bunch of hashtags that just scream sales. Okay, just all of these black, green, and blingy posts, they're not good, okay? You are not It Works. It Works is a part of your life, okay? You are not It Works. You are you. So your page should be you. So if you look at my Instagram, my post right here, okay, there's, a picture of my kids, which is actually a business post. This right here is before and after, so it's a product post. This is a business post. Lots of these are business posts. This is me holding keto coffee in the mirror, me doing a video of me eating a shake. I mean, most of these, you couldn't even tell. There are a lot of me, my kids, before and after. That's it. A lot of those are about It Works, but when you look at the picture, you don't see that. It's me. It's my life. It's a part of who I am, but I'm not It Works. Okay? So, I recommend posting at least 1 to 3 times a day because, again, you guys, only 12% of your friends are actually seeing your stuff. So just because you post every day or twice a day or 3 times a day does not mean that every single friend on your Facebook or your Instagram is seeing your post. So you've got to be consistent. And I'm telling you guys, I'm being so honest right now, if you can only commit to posting 1 time a day, then do that. Consistency is huge. And if you can commit yourself if you tell yourself you work, 7 to 9 at night, and you go to school, you have kids, you come home, you have to cook dinner, and you have no time for, I've been there, you have no time, then just make sure that you have 1 solid post a day, but you're loading up your story as well. So pre-plan these posts. Posting every day is vital. It's so important. If you walk your dog, take a picture of you walking your dog. Maybe take some keto coffee while you're walking your dog. Snap a selfie with you and your dog and the keto coffee and just talk about how you went on a night stroll drinking your keto coffee after a long day at work. I mean, these things are you. It's part of your everyday life, but why not sprinkle some It Works into that? And again, if you're new, that's okay. You don't have to explain this huge success story about what, keto coffee has done for you personally. If you're new, you don't have that story. You can just simply tell people that you're drinking keto coffee. You're drinking skinny coffee while you're walking your dog. It's that simple, okay? Just really, really be consistent. And if you post every day, the chances of people seeing your posts are way more likely because let's say that you have a friend who only goes on Instagram or Facebook maybe once or twice a week. If you only post once a week, chances of them seeing it are very, very slim. So every day, make sure you are posting. Product or posts that you can post, product posts. So that means, you holding the keto coffee, you taking a picture of the products you have, maybe a little boomerang video of you drinking or taking the keto energy, drinking the cleanse, whatever it is. Post about it. You can post about products, post about business. So posting about business, a lot of people have a hard time with, and it's because when they start out, they feel like they have to have this huge success story. You guys, you don't. We all start at the same exact spot. We all start at 0. When I started 5 years ago, I had 0 loyal customers and 0 distributors. But I started posting. I started being consistent with that. I started showing the products I was using. I started showing people what this business is doing for me. And when I was brand new, I sold a wrap, and that $25 filled up my gas tank. People can relate to that. People want to see that. Okay, they don't. I make all this money, you guys. It's great. It's awesome. But people don't relate to it. I don't post about it all the time because there's no way someone's going to look at my post and be like, oh my gosh, She makes like 5 figures a month, and that is incredible. I know I can do that. No, people don't believe in themselves. It's just most people don't. And they're like, yeah, right. They'll scroll by. Yeah, right. I'm sure she is. You know, people don't believe it. Okay. So when you just talk about that $25 that wrap you sold, that keto coffee samples you sold, the loyal customer you signed, that's one step closer to your $100 shopping spree. That can be a super easy post, you guys. You taking a selfie and you just saying, I just helped Lauren get started on the hair, skin, nails. That is, I need only 2 more people to get my free product, and you guys are going to love it, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is. But make it really simple. Talk about how you helped somebody with their weight loss. If you sign a customer for keto coffee, just take a selfie, be really excited, and just say, I just helped my girl get started on her skinny coffee. I cannot wait to see her results. Simple things like that. Those are the posts that people want to see, that are you. They are relatable. They are not salesy. Okay, so just remember that. Think of the F's. So when you're posting, friendship, fun, freedom, fashion, food, family, you know, all of those things. Post about those things. Post about who you are. What are your hobbies? What do you do when you're not being a mom or when you're not at work? Are you sitting down on the couch watching Netflix? Cool. Post about it. How you're watching Netflix, but yet you're still working from your phone. I mean, you guys, I watch Netflix a lot, unfortunately, but I work my business, you know, and so I talk about how I'm sitting down watching Friends, talking to a few moms who are ready to earn some extra money from home. Super simple, okay? You do not want to be an advertisement. You want to be yourself. Again, you are not It Works. You are you, okay? Be you. So let's talk about the bio on your Facebook and your Instagram. Do not put It Works in any of it, okay? And the reason for this, number one, is obviously if people, when you message them, they go to your page and the first thing they see is It Works distributor. Maybe they had, you know, a bad experience with a prior distributor who's no longer in the business, and they're totally turned off by it. You know, maybe they just think it's super salesy and you just want to sell them something, you know. Do not put It Works in your bio. The second reason for it, though, is because the algorithm. Unfortunately, Facebook and Instagram would want us to buy or want us to start business pages for our businesses. They don't like multi-level marketing or network marketing on their pages. And it's because the way that they make their money is by the business pages, by ads and all those things. So you got to make sure that you do not have It Works in anything, because it will ruin your algorithm. That's the thing. If you have It Works, it will ruin your algorithm. They will see it. They will not show your stuff to people. It's tricky what they do. It's evil what they do, but it is so true. Yeah, I saw someone's bio say, don't mess with me to buy It Works products, you know, and that's probably because those really salesy people message them and, you know, without even knowing them or without building that relationship, they ask to buy product, you know. So there's reasons for all of that. But yeah, so your bio, it should not be about It Works. I'll just share what mine says. Mine says, Stacey Rapp, raising Mason and Miles, chasing dreams, creating freedom, Vegas strong, self-love. That's who I am. So if they go to my page, they're gonna see that I'm a mom. They're gonna see that I'm inspirational, that I like to post about, you know, inspiring things and my story and all that. Freedom. I talk about freedom a lot, how I'm a single mom and I'm still able to live under a roof that I pay for. And this is the only income that I have. Okay. I don't rely on child support. Self-love. I'm really big into self-development and loving yourself. It's really kind of, you know, like I have a mental illness. I've got depression and anxiety and all that good stuff. And so I want people to know that you can rise above it. And even during the hard days, like, you're still awesome. And that's what I do. Okay. That's who I am. And even though it says nothing about It Works, almost every single post on my feed is about It Works. It's crazy, but people love it. So, another thing about posting, another post is your story. Okay. So again, you do not have to have a success story. What has it done so far for you? Were you able to go part-time? Were you able to get your first commissions check and that paid your car payment? You know, whatever it has done for you. Christmas is coming. Talk about, you know, how you're able to purchase Christmas gifts in cash. And even if it's not all of it, it's some of it. It's a couple. It's more than it was last year. You know, just those small, simple things will really relate to people and they want to be a part of it. Okay. How you're able to pay cash for groceries. Just be relatable, you guys. That's the huge thing. Yeah, keto cash. You guys, you get some samples in your kit. If you did, sell those. Get some money in your pocket. Buy some keto coffee and sell them for samples. It's crazy. Okay, so that's posting. Let's talk about messaging. So if you increase the number of people that you message, you will increase the number of people that you put in the system, which will then turn into an increased paycheck. Who wants a big paycheck? Yeah, we all do, right? That's why we're here. So let's message. The more people you message, the more people you put in the system. Do not be afraid of messaging, because if you do not message, the answer will be no anyways. So remember this, you guys. It is scary. Messaging is scary. But that does not mean that we shouldn't do it. Okay? Sometimes it sucks. We're like, oh my gosh, I got a message again, even though all these people told me no yesterday. This is embarrassing. No. It's a non-negotiable. You have to message every single day. If you want to do this business, you've got to message. Okay? So who to message? So we already talked about our chicken noodle soup, the ones we'd tell if we were pregnant. We already talked about those people. Let's dive a little bit deeper. People who are liking and commenting on your posts. Those are the people that you can be messaging. Even the people who are viewing your stories. I have come to start messaging them. And this is what I say to the people who like it or just view my story. Hey girl, thanks for the love on my hair, skin, nail post. Would you like more info? It is amazing and you will love it. Super simple. Thanks for the love. Do you want more info? You will love it. So simple. If they comment, hey, I saw your comment. Are you wanting a quick cleanse or are you looking to drop some weight? Always ask questions. And if they vote about the cleanse or they comment about a cleanse, but yet their goal is to lose like 20 pounds, you're probably going to want to recommend more than just the cleanse. You can say, okay, the cleanse would be a great start, but can I actually recommend a few other products I think would do better for you? You want them to use a product for a particular goal that they want, because if they're using the cleanse and expecting to lose 20 pounds and then they don't, they're going to be very upset and they're going to be disappointed and they're not going to want to order. So that's why we ask questions. That's why we ask what their goals are, because we want them to use the products that really will help with their specific goals. So loyal customer script, there's in the team page, you guys. It's really, really simple. You just simply only answer what they ask. Okay. So let's say that they commented on the cleanse. We say, hey, are you looking for a quick cleanse or are you looking to drop some weight? Let's say they say, you know what, just a quick cleanse. I just want to drop a couple pounds. Okay, perfect. So this is what it is. It's a 2-day cleanse. You drink one in the morning, one at night, before breakfast, before dinner, 2 days in a row. You just try to eat your best, drink lots of water, take before and after pictures. This is something you'd like to try. Yes, please. Okay, perfect. It's normally $60, but as my loyal customer, it's only $39. Would you like to get started? Well, what is a loyal customer? Okay, so the loyal customer program, as a loyal customer, you get 40% off everything. You get perk points. You just simply agree to purchase at least one product a month for a minimum of 3 months. Is this something that you can do? Yes, let's do it. Okay, perfect. Can I place your order or would you like me to walk you through my website? Can you place the order for me? Sure, I just need some information. Can I have blah, blah, blah. Super simple, you guys. Back and forth, really, really simple. You do not want, if they say, yeah, I'm interested in the cleanse. Okay, perfect. This is what it is. This is what it does. It's this much. If you be a loyal customer, it's this. This is what a loyal customer is. You will love it, blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. I swear, you want this to be a conversation. You do not want this to be a one-way thing, okay? And if you overload them with all this information, they're going to be like, wow, she's just trying to sell me. This is overwhelming. I'm not even going to respond, okay? Loyal customer script. Search it on the team pages. You will find it there. If people are not interested, if they say they're not interested or they can't afford it, that's okay. That just means right now. Okay, there's several people even on here today that watched me for years before it was their time and before they said yes. Loyal customers, the same thing. There are people who are continuing to just watch me and ask me questions and haven't ordered yet, but they will, okay? And people who watched me for a year or two, they finally ordered. They're my loyal customers, okay? Keep posting, and you're gonna run into some objections, okay? This is really important. People are gonna say, well, I can't afford it. I don't have time to work the business. You know, all these objections that we get, you know, well, I'm not really a social person, or, you know, whatever. I'm really busy. Okay. This is what, and really what it comes down to is people are scared. Okay. They aren't sure it's going to work. They aren't sure that they're going to make some money. They just aren't sure. They're scared. It all comes down to fear. So if you feel, it's feel, felt, found is what I'm trying to say. So you can just relate to them. You know what? I know how you feel. I actually felt the same if somebody says they're busy, this is what I would say. I totally know how you feel. I felt the exact same way when I started this business. I was actually a full-time employee, full-time student, and I was a new mom. I barely had time to add anything else to my plate. But I have found that this business is something that I can take anywhere. I can take it to work on my phone during my breaks. At school, I can use it at school. And on the weekends when, you know, I'm with my kids, I'm able to use it, do my business as well. So feel, felt, found. Relate to them. Tell them how you got out of it and how it can help them too. Okay? Let's see. And you can always end it in a compliment too. I know you would do so well. Busy people always get stuff done. You can totally do this. Okay, cool. Does anybody have any questions about that? So posting and messaging is what I really, really got down to, because those are so important and they go hand in hand. If you are brand new and you are not posting and you are not messaging, then you are not going anywhere. So that hundreds list is huge, 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 huge. And I want you to start writing those names down and go back to your sponsor, the person who enrolled you, or your diamond leader, or me, or whoever, and show them your hundreds list and start messaging them, okay? And if you need help with what to say to certain scripts, that is why your leader is here, okay? Your leader did not sign you to just let you do this on your own. Your leader is here to help you and guide you through everything to be successful in this business. And if they're not responding to you and they're not being a help to you, it doesn't, you can do anything you want in this business with or without help. But if you want to reach out to me, by all means, absolutely do that. But again, there is so much in the team page for you and in eSuite that you can go to and find all of it yourself. I promise you. But you will never be alone in this business, just so you know. Okay, I want to expand a little bit about following up and what to say. So if somebody asks you about information and they just don't respond right away, and they leave you unread, the next day, if you notice that they left you unread, the next day, this is the first time you talk to them, I want you to message them and be like, hey girl, what are you thinking? Just keep it super simple. Okay, if they don't respond to that again, you can go to their page, you can comment on something, maybe you can see what, maybe their story they show, maybe they've been really busy or whatever. Send them a message again in a couple of days and just be like, hey girl, I hope you're doing okay. I saw that you were, you know, out of town. I hope you had fun. You know, something simple like that. They still don't respond, or maybe you have a little quick chat, and then you respond to them a week later and be like, hey girl, I'm placing orders right now. I have one spot left for that hair, skin, nail challenge. I know that you wanted to try it. Do you want the spot? Just create that urgency, okay? Following up is about urgency, and it takes about 5 to 12 times of you following up, or for somebody to see the same thing, for them to actually purchase, okay? 5 to 12 times. So if that means you have to follow up with somebody, the same person, 5 to 12 times, then by all means, you absolutely do. Sometimes it's way more than that, and I'm still following up with people 5 years later, which is like 52 weeks in a year. I don't know that. Okay, anyways. But yes, simple follow-up messages will just be like, hey girl, what are you thinking? Hey girl, I'm placing a couple orders right now. I know you wanted that keto coffee. I have one spot left. Do you want it? You know, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope I didn't offend you. Simple things like that that'll get them to respond to you, okay? And And just because they're not responding does not mean that they're not seeing your stuff. So consistency is key. There's several people who just ignore me. And then it's finally, they see a post at the right time and they're like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. It happens all the time. Okay. So just remember that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory as far as expanding your network, just adding people on Facebook and Instagram, following them on Instagram. When you're out and about, have conversations with people, give compliments, add them on social media. Scary, but it's not that hard. And then engage on social media, build those relationships. You've got to like and comment. You've got to do like the heart. Don't just like a picture, do a heart or do a laughing face or something, and then comment. Make a genuine comment on people's posts. I know that you're all scrolling through Facebook and Instagram at least once or twice a day anyways. Instead of just scrolling, you might as well scroll and like and comment on every single post. And I promise you, just watch your algorithm and your interaction on your posts start to go up and up and up. And then the more you do it, the more people see your stuff, the more messages you get, the more potentials you have, and the bigger your business gets. Okay? So it's really, really simple. Non-negotiables every single day. You've got to post, you've got to message, you've got to follow up, you've got to expand your network, you've got to interact, and you've got to do self-development. You've got to get that mind strong. I swear, guys, it's worth it. It's so worth it. Okay? So when you first get started, these are a few messages to send out. Your hundreds list is huge. It's so important for you to start adding to your network and writing names down. When you message somebody or when somebody votes on your poll and you have a conversation with them, and even if they don't order right now, you write their name down so you do not forget to follow up with them, because fortune is in the follow-up. But first goal, get those 5 loyal customers, and the way to do that is starting with your hundreds list and start messaging those people right away and really getting that 6 list down every single day, something that you can commit yourself to, something simple, but something that you can do, okay, with your schedule, with whatever you have going on in life. I know life is crazy for everybody, but you join this business for a reason, and do not let that reason be your excuse, because you deserve it. You can have all the success in the world that you want. You just have to work and work and work every single day, even if that means only 1 hour a day, spread out 20-minute increments 3 times a day, okay? It's really, really simple, and that's all you got to do. So I'm glad that you guys joined the team, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me, ask your upline. Again, you're not in this alone. We're always here for you, and if you haven't already noticed, I'm adding new albums to the team page. So I want you to go on the team page and look at the albums and just look at different things that will help you with your business, okay? So it's a little over time. I like to keep this about 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go. But again, any questions, please reach out. This is recorded, so I will put it on the team page as soon as it's up. So I hope that you guys have a good night. And thanks for jumping on. And I cannot wait to see your business grow, because it absolutely will with what I taught you tonight. I hope you guys have a good night. See ya.